Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Turn that shit up. Hey.
Hey.
Yes. Yes, indeed. We are back again for episode 2. Nikki P, we made it. We made it.
Dose.
You are now tuned in to the hottest podcast across the land. The hottest podcast across the globe, and definitely, motherfuckers, definitely the hottest podcast on YouTube. Hive, I'm just going to leave it at that. The hottest podcast on YouTube, right? Speaking into existence. This is Mixture of Variety. I'm your host, Patient Zero, with my co-host,
Nikki P.
Yes, indeed, this is Mixture of Variety. Give it up one time, give it up one time. Yes, indeed.
We did it.
We did it. I mean, and we already said Mixture of Variety enough times that you guys know exactly what time it is. You know?
I know.
So cheers to you. Cheers to episode 2.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody watching live or watching the recorded show. Either way.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome. As you can even see, I mean, just look at this compared to last week's show. There's no comparison. It actually looks professional now. Our Cash App, if you are so kind, you want to donate to the movement. Our Cash App is Mixture of Variety, of course. Patient Zero, Nikki P, Mixture of Variety Podcast. We are here to stay.
Flashing on your screen now.
That's right.
Welcome to the circus.
Welcome to the circus. The organized chaos, as we like to call it. And what else do we call it, Nikki P? We put the
Odd and Podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. We truly do. We truly
Dying
do.
but good always.
Dying but good. Yep, exactly. Merch coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. Merch coming soon. Last quarter of 2021. Yes, support us. Support us in any way. Look, we've been doing this for a minute now. I mean, the audio podcast we've been doing for a minute, but this is episode 2. We are definitely newbies. We're definitely, complete rookies at this. And we're just
like newborn little babies.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't even compare it to the audio. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. If you're, doing an audio podcast, you can really say and read and act a certain way and do whatever you want. Pick your nose, pick your ass, get up for a second. You know what I mean?
Be naked.
Exactly. Well, you guys don't actually know that I'm actually naked under this, under the desk. I just threw on the shirt. Yeah, just threw on the shirt and the hat, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is left up to the imagination.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Yes, well, I'm happy that you are intrigued, and hopefully some people are intrigued as well, because Mixture of Variety is a variety show podcast, which means it's a mixture of ideas and
a variety of topics.
Very well said.
Which equals
mixture of variety. Did we say that yet? Mixture of variety. But yes, indeed.
One more time for the people.
One more time for the people in the back. Mixture of variety. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I tried to play something over the music, but it was so loud. Let's see if I can play it now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey now.
Broadcasting live from an undisclosed location.
Whoa.
It's Patient Zero and Nikki P. And this is Mixture of Variety.
I love it.
Yes, indeed. All right, so anyway, with that being said, and this being our second show, we also do have an audio show. We have an audio show that goes live on Castbox Monday through Friday. I'm sorry,
Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. See, my mind is a little... We used to say Monday through Friday all the time. I'm so used to saying that. This is the second week that we're not saying that. Monday through Thursday on Castbox. If you guys have no idea what Castbox is, it's just a podcast platform. It's one of several platforms to play podcasts. And the thing about Castbox that we like is that you can go live.
And there's so many more we're on. We're all over.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good point because we're not just live on Castbox, of course. You can check us out at anchor.fm. Right? If you check us out at anchor.fm, what happens, Nikki P?
We get a better chance for sponsorship.
Exactly.
And then all our dreams and wishes will come true, and then we'll be able to help you way more than what we do already.
Yes, indeed. I love it. I love it. I love it. And, yeah, so that's a beautiful thing because we know that you know, sometimes you can't catch the live episode, and it's totally understandable. You know, kids gets in the way, work. I don't know if you guys heard there's like a pandemic going on. There's like this pandemic going
Oh,
around.
is there?
Yeah, I don't know. Some people told me some shit about it. I don't know how real it is. Even though I had it last month. Anyway.
We
digress.
digress.
We digress. And then at Anchor.fm, you can also see all the other platforms that we're on, which basically is every platform. So wherever you listen to podcasts, just type in. Go ahead.
Oh, mixture of variety.
Mixture of variety. Yes, I'm gonna count. I'm gonna watch this playback and count how many times.
Just count how many times.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with 55.
55. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's a really good number. I think we could beat that. 55 is the amount of tea bags I have in my.
You really do.
You know,
you have 55 and I have 2.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, my other mug cracked the other day. So I have to use...
my mug?
no,
Serenity
actually,
mug?
No, that one is what I'm using right now, which is what I used to always use. And it's very sturdy and stuff, but I think the other one, just because it was glass, I don't even know how or what happened, but yeah, it was a gift from my mom, actually.
Aww.
And I just never had a glass, you know, maybe it was too hot, maybe, I don't know what happened. Sorry, Mom.
Could be a multitude of reasons.
It could. It could be a variety of mixture of reasons.
Of mixture. So welcome to the mix, our little mixers. Let's get into it.
You are one of the mixers, 100%. Now, let's get right into it. Like Nikki P said, we did mention that it's a variety show, which means that we can talk about anything and everything. So that's a beautiful thing. Like, stick with us for an hour. You really never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. I mean, we will announce it beforehand, and we'll put some hashtags and stuff like that. So it won't be a total surprise, but it is a variety show podcast, which means we can talk about anything from mental health and addiction to...
having sex with gay midget aliens.
Whoa. What was that? That was insane. I can't even...
You can't even contain yourself, right?
I can't. I absolutely cannot.
But there are...
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say the in-betweeners.
Yeah, the in-betweeners, exactly. So it's not just one side of the spectrum to the next, like those two extremes. We talk about a lot of stuff. Of course we do. And Nikki P, you are going to help me out because we have these highlighted shows that we call them.
Yes.
And this is really to break down, especially because we're newbies once again. This is to break down basically some of the mixture that we talk about.
It's like a stew.
Exactly. It's like a stew. Maybe we'll change the name to Stew instead. Welcome to the Stew Podcast. There probably is a Stew Podcast, actually.
There probably is.
But, yeah, so,
they include a variety of topics, which are mental illness, mental health, addiction, sobriety, recovery, experience in a halfway house,
yes.
or rehab.
Drink a lot of half and half there.
LGBT life, shouts to the LBGT people. I don't know the other letters. I'm sorry.
Right. Yes.
My apologies. Relationships, current events, news, sex, and more sex. Hip hop, mindfulness, UFOs, aliens, and conspiracy theories. Random topics, and so much more.
So much more. But above all, Nikki P, above all that...
positive energy and laughs.
I mean, that's what it's about. Bottom line, no matter what we talk about on the show, no matter what topics we touch on this podcast, it's all about positive energy and laughs. That's what it's got to be. There's too much shit going on in the world right now. This is like a distraction from that, okay?
Yeah.
So we just want to, you know, give you some enjoyment, entertain you, maybe you learn something, have a conversation, whatever it is. I mean, if you can talk like that, yeah, and laugh, and just laugh the entire time. And speaking of laughing, I know you went through that list, but the one that I want to mention, you know, that is every single week is Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Yes, Hump Day.
Sex.
Hump Day is our sex show. It's official sex show. It used to be Friday, now it's Wednesday. Hump Day. Hashtag Wednesday Night Sex Show. And don't miss it. That's a good, perfect way to break up your week, I would say. As long as you don't break the condoms.
Please don't.
It's a good way to break up your week.
Safe sex, people.
Safe sex only, which brings me to my next point. The disclaimer, everybody. If you are hypersensitive or get butthurt easy, not in that way, this podcast is definitely not for you. Sick and twisted dark humor, vulgar uncensored language, and politically incorrect conversations are just some of the things.
And fun.
You'll hear on Mixture of Variety, which means listener discretion is definitely advised. Yes,
Girl,
indeed.
Bob.
Oh,
I can't hear you. Where's my
Oh
glasses?
no.
Huh?
oh, who's
What
that?
did you say? What? What did you say?
She's here.
I
Granny.
can't hear you, huh?
Granny is in the mix. Of course, she's a mixer. She is the third co-host of the show. And why do we love her so much,
Ow.
Nikki P? Why
Oh,
do we make her a
Lord.
co-host? There's so many things,
Well, there's
right?
so many reasons.
Right.
Well, she drinks like a fish. She's always wasted. She's tatted head to toe. Smokes meth, smokes crack, smokes toad. We caught her doing all that in the parking lot before the show.
Brilliant!
And then there was the clinger or catcher, which was
Yeah, there was a clinger. One day she came in with a giant bag the size of her. And we were like, what's going on? Is she carrying an AK-17 or something? Is she going to pull it out and just light up the place because she has sundowner syndrome from Alzheimer's or dementia? We don't know. We never seen her hold this bag before.
it was huge.
It was huge. It was the size of her. We had to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. And we found out that she was carrying a 3-foot dildo.
I can't even fit it in the screen.
I can't even,
so big.
the whole situation I can't even, because this lady's 3 foot tall. So, let's, you figure that out, alright? I don't even want to think about that. Not at all.
And her 100th birthday was on our 100th episode. And we said, that's it. This is fate. You're our co-host.
Yep, exactly. That's basically how it worked. That's
And
basically
she's
how it worked out.
naked.
Yeah, she's naked most of the time, not even the sex show. Like, she's just naked all the time. Nikki P, you said something was loud? Was I loud?
No,
Oh, okay. I'm hearing things. It's all good.
you are. The
I totally
aliens
am.
are getting to you.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of conspiracies dropping this week. All right, so that's the story.
Seriously.
Yes, that is the story of Granny, and no matter, she's on our banners. By the way, you can follow us on IG. I did forget to mention that. You can follow us on IG at Mixture of Variety. Follow us on Instagram at Mixture of Variety. Nikki P, did you see our IG today?
Yes.
Yeah, you might want to check it out because, speaking of aliens, I don't know what happened,
What happened?
but just check out our followers.
Okay.
Just check out our followers.
I'm checking now, if you don't mind.
I think you should check now because
Okay.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's a glitch in the Matrix, and I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't
Okay,
know what's
so
going on.
funny you mention that because a girl who also does like direct sales through IG, she actually posted the other day that she lost like 500 followers. So I heard through the grapevine, I know with Facebook, they're banning a lot of people. They're banning a lot of Trump supporters, apparently.
Yeah, Twitter too. Yeah.
Twitter too, so maybe Instagram as well.
Or they got hacked.
Or they got hacked. I
Or
mean,
they
it
got
could be a
hacked from-
multitude of things.
Right. Ukraine or China or whoever. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm very confused. If we lost like 2,000 followers for something like that, for something that we said, I would have been like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense because of everything that's going on with the censorship
Yeah.
and everything that's going on. But to gain, I'm just like, what? I mean, I'm happy. It doesn't mean shit. That's what I found
No.
out. I never had IG before. It's not like we're having that many people come listen to the show. But maybe they like the pretty colors on the fucking banners. I don't know.
I do.
I have no fucking idea. Thank you, Shoe Nice. Maybe Shoe Nice brought in some people too. I fucking posted that, and then like 4 hours later. Anyway.
Whatever.
Bye.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news. And the breaking news comes in the form of a segment that we like to call Mini
Holidays.
Holidays. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, mini holidays. Why? Because
Every day is a holiday.
is a holiday.
I like turtles.
Yes, indeed.
We do.
We do love turtles. Now, listen, I mean, I know it's kind of crazy, and you guys are listening for the first time, and you're just like, what is happening right now? Like, what is happening right now?
Don't be alarmed.
Don't be alarmed. I mean, listen, Nikki P, like Granny always says,
It's a lot to take in.
I mean, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot going on. You got the disclaimer. You got Granny's dildo. You got having sex with gay midget aliens. The turtle kid out of nowhere. I mean, listen, there's a lot going on.
We need to find him. If any of you know him, send him our way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna do some research myself too, because like I'm thinking like he can't be that hard to get a hold of. But
he's on my to-do list.
yeah, exactly. That's definitely gonna happen. But Nikki P, so what is like mini holidays? Why do we even do that shit?
Well, everyone in this crazy world we live in, crazy times, we here at Mixture of Variety feel like every day is a holiday. Every day is a day to be grateful for, and to not worry about the things you don't have and worry what others have. Focus on yourself and the people you love, and spread love and kindness, and just take a moment to appreciate everything.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, let's take a deep mindfulness breath. Ready? That's the perfect time to do that. Just to bring ourselves, make ourselves grounded again. Remember where our feet are planted, and stay in the moment, because that's what counts.
I've done that like I don't know, 69 times today.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that you did it 69 times. But yeah, I mean, do it as many times as you can, just to bring it back to the moment. Like your mind, our minds just go everywhere all the time. It's just take 5 seconds, take 5 deep breaths, whatever it is. But yeah, so that's what we think. And like I said, give yourself a round of applause, pat yourself on the back. This is Mini Holidays.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We got
time.
We're so fucking lame.
We are, and we don't care.
I love it.
Sorry, we drink tea. We say things at the same time, and we don't care.
Exactly. Yeah, this is only tea going on, guys.
Oh, but wait. There's more.
Oh yeah, there has to be a seltzer. There's no show without a seltzer, but seltzer and tea. That's all there is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wait, you got your candle lit?
I do. Yep. I think it's right at a screen. I don't even know if no, you probably.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's like blending into the.
It is.
There you go.
I see it.
Yeah, I tried to set up the fucking area for like an hour this time because I was so upset about last time. It was like perfect, and then at 8:52 it moved, and it was just a mess. But we still got through it. We still got through it, and we're gonna get through these mini holidays as well. And by the way, speaking of tea, we do have a sobriety show today.
Ooh.
We're gonna talk all about sobriety, and we're gonna get right into that after mini holidays. Nikki P, it's Friday. Oh shit, it's Friday.
Friday.
Nobody cares. January 15th, 2021. We are halfway through this crazy month. What do we got today, Nikki P?
Good question. I didn't get the link, so I'm getting it now.
Oh shit, my bad. You're all good though. You're fine. I sent you the other shit, and I knew there was something.
I know, it's fine. You know what?
But yeah,
it happens.
Bookmark it also. Bookmark that also, just so you have it.
All right.
This is my beat right here, though. Hey.
Wait, did you send it?
The link?
Yeah.
No, my notifications are off.
Oh.
Okay, it's just check The letter I, day.com. That's it.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. All right, so you got it open? You got it open now?
No. How about you take the lead?
All right, no problem. It's just type it in on the browser. Check the letter I, day.com. All right, it's Humanitarian Day. That's pretty good. That's what we need around the world, I feel like. Especially in this country. I'm not. Nikki P, I'm not. If I go in that direction, I'll start talking about what's going on, please
don't
reel me on back.
I am.
All right, so anyway, it's good to be a humanitarian today. That's all I'm going to say.
Actually I'm an Aquarius, so my time is coming, and that's one of my strong suits.
Exactly. And the age of Aquarius is upon us. And
Woo!
the next full moon is your birthday.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, I already checked. It's a Thursday. I wish it wasn't Friday. I would have had fucking balloons and shit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I really would have. I might still have to on Friday. I'll just be a day late. Yeah.
It is also National Bagel Day.
Hey, all right. I love
And
bagels.
actually, also known as Bagel and Lox Day, which is my absolute favorite.
No, that I don't like. I gotta reconsider this whole friendship. I'm not feeling that.
I love my weird shit.
Ugh. What is the next one, Nikki P?
National Booch Day. Referring
National
to
Booch Day.
kombucha.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the Kivita, that's the I believe they were the first brand to start the kombucha craze.
Oh, okay.
But it's delicious and good for you.
You know, I must say my stepbrother is addicted to that stuff. And I hate all of it because I can't do the apple cider vinegar mixed with anything. But last week, or 2 weeks ago, he was like, try this pear one, and it was absolutely delicious.
Ooh.
So I might have to let him know that. I'm sure he celebrated that day already. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also National Fresh Squeezed Juice Day.
Yum.
National Fresh Squeezed Juice Day. All right. Very nice.
National Hat Day.
Hey, I'm celebrating it right now.
You know, I
I'm
almost put on a hat
celebrating
too when you had one on.
Yes.
I might have one. No, I don't. I thought I had one laying around.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want people to see, like, the screenshot of this and be like, what is happening? So, like, next time I'll have a bandana tied to the side like Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And then one day I'll wear a dress. It'll be a fun time.
You got to do the dress.
Yeah, that'll never happen. Okay, it's also Nikki P, you probably knew this already. It's National Pothole Day.
Oh, yay! I like to hit as many as I can every day.
National Pothead Day.
That's what she said.
Oh, Pothead Day.
Oh, did I say pothead? Yes, pothole.
It could be National Pothead Day.
I got confused because you were like, I'm gonna hit as many as I can or whatever, and then I had to make sure to do that. One day, I'm gonna have the sounds all laid out on the table and not on my fucking phone where I have to switch really fast because you have to get it fast. All right, anyway.
But that will be with, you supporting us.
Yeah, absolutely. And our Cash App is coming around right now. Look at that. Very easy, simple to remember. Very easy to transfer funds as well. It's also, Nikki P, National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. Do you like strawberry ice cream?
It's actually part of my stoner sundae I make. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's
Ladies and
delicious.
gentlemen, we are talking about sobriety, but we'll get into Nikki P's life. It's all good.
It is.
Lastly,
oh, this is the last?
this is the last one.
We're going out with a bang, guys. Wikipedia Day.
Hey, Wikipedia Day.
Which they always say never use that source in school doing a research paper. So,
Yeah. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But ladies and gentlemen, what I do know is that is mini holidays for Friday, January 15th. Give it up one time Give it up one time. Thank you, studio audience behind the camera. Thank you guys. You guys rock.
You're too kind.
You're too kind. Granny's sleeping. All right, so
What else is new?
what else is new? The fucking hag. All right, so now
She might be sitting on the 3-foot dildo. I don't know.
yeah, I don't think she'd be sleeping if she was doing that. I really don't know. I don't like to talk about it. I don't like to talk about it. I feel like it's I don't know. It just puts me in a really bad place. Just the fact that she has it next to her or whatever. It's just like, wait a second, you're using it.
I mean, you have to realize that it's not even half the size of patient 0 and I. Like, that's pretty alarming.
I'm about to, like, freak out.
Word. Exactly. The first day when we opened that bag, it was crazy.
Well, what had happened was...
Yeah, we know, Granny. We get it.
We laughed for 11 and a half minutes.
Yes, we sure did. Because I looked it up online, ladies and gentlemen, and it was like 40 pounds. I was like, how?
On top of her booze, her drugs, her meds.
Yeah, exactly. She's always wilding out at the nursing home. You can see these banners at IG, at Mixture of Variety. Crazy. Always wilding out, but we love her. All right, so I'm trying to pull up where I actually sent you that shit. All right, so how are we going to break it down, or how are we going to do this show? And this is how we do the show, basically. We do a nice little introduction. We talk about maybe some shit that's going on in our lives, or, you know, society, or the world. Not too much time. Not too much time.
No.
And then we got, what? We got, talk about the highlighted shows. We got the disclaimer. We got Granny. We got mini holidays. And now it comes to this time, which we're actually, you know, perfect, like right on time, to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about tonight, whatever the topic is. Now, like I said, we're not going to have you guys wait 30 minutes into the show to find out what we're talking about. We'll let you know ahead of time. But this is our second show, Nikki P, and we just want to, you know, let people know really what we're about. Well, actually, last show we let people know what we're about. Now we want to, like, get a little bit more involved and let people know, like, about us.
Who are we?
Who are we?
Who are you?
Who are we? I mean, we're just two random fucking, you know, people doing a podcast. That's what most people think. But everybody has... Yes, exactly. Everybody has...
a lot more.
A background. Everybody has a story, and everybody has a past. And currently we are here, but the past made us where we are now.
Yes.
Good and bad. Good and bad. All right, so we are both addicts.
Woo!
And I definitely want to say woo! Addicts!
In the house.
I definitely want to say, you know, recovering. Because, well, we'll get into that.
All right, I gotta watch my liquid intake or else I'm gonna be peeing soon. I'll just borrow Granny's diaper.
That would be cool for OnlyFans. Check us out on OnlyFans, Mixture of Variety. You can see Nikki P peeing.
With
Granny's
my new
diaper.
toes.
With your new toes. Wouldn't that be hot?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be hot? Anyway. So,
Where
how are we
do
going to break it down?
begin?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, too. Like, where do we begin? I mean, I kind of wrote down some stuff just for, you know, ideas. But if you really break it down, how, why, and when? Boom. How, why, and when? That's a 2-hour podcast by itself.
You mean 2 months?
2 months of therapy, yes. Just 2 months of therapy. That is what it's about. So,
and
go
we've
ahead.
both been there too.
Yeah, exactly. Give people a breakdown.
Yeah. All right. So, when? Let's see. Well, how do we define addiction? and the insanity of it. So addiction is uncontrollable use or out of your control, and you know the consequences, you know the aftermath, and you keep doing it anyway. Like the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. So
and addicts I don't even think expect different results. They know what's gonna happen. They know they're gonna lose their place, lose their job, lose their girlfriend, boyfriend, lose their family, not your family not talking to them anymore, lose everything.
Have no integrity.
Right. And then when you get that low and you actually start losing hope, then you'll, the only thing that you have is the drug. So it's either the drug or die. Or as they say, institutions and death.
Or jail.
Jail.
Yes. We've been out of that mix for a while, thank God.
And they all suck. They all are not good places that you want to go. At least in an institution, some institutions, at least you can heal from it. You can learn some things. But go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
I would say the how and when. It's funny. I was talking to a coworker because I was explaining what we talk about, and she had her husband had a very similar experience, and it was caused by a bad childhood. And I don't want to say my childhood was awful. It was not ideal, but I had a lot of high points. I did have a very close-knit family, but for me it was the stability. Mm-hmm. There was no stability. I was here, I was there, I was up, down, upside down. So I think when you grow up without that stable environment, being young and moving, and every kid did gymnastics or dance, or I did dance, but it was because my friend's mom brought me. So, I think that definitely plays a role. Trauma, seeing things you shouldn't see, when your parents are doing things they shouldn't be doing to their own bodies, you're going to see that.
Yeah.
So I remember my parents would throw parties, and my first drink was a banana daiquiri. I think I just snuck a sip. I was probably 4.
Oh, wow.
I was this is amazing. But then obviously it's not I drank the whole thing, but I definitely had a sip, and I was this is so good.
Yeah.
And then, then you're a teen, you're in school, you start smoking cigarettes by the tree, skipping school, then you're smoking weed, and then it goes up from there.
It's so similar for so many addicts, right? They have the same fucking story. It's and that's why it's just some people say, are you born an addict? Do you have the addict mentality? I feel so many people did exactly what you just said to start off with. Because when you're starting off, you don't know shit. When you're starting off and you smoke a cigarette, you're thinking, oh, I can get rid of it in a second. If you smoke weed, you're I'll have some fun for a little bit. If you drink, whatever. But you don't know, the spiral out of control that can go. And then now where did that take you? I mean, not the whole story, but where did that take you?
Yeah.
As
oh, geez.
When did you actually feel like you were an addict? Or you were losing control?
Not until cocaine got in the mix, to be honest. Mm-hmm. I mean, I remember trying it, and you gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta. All I know is I was in the bathroom, dying for 35 minutes. I was what is happening to me? And then you're talking, and that's when things are fun and light, and you're just talking about all these ideas that you're never going to do, from why the grass is green to politics to everything. Kind of like our show, but no,
yes,
but it didn't really start until an ex-boyfriend of mine. And even drinking wasn't an issue. Of course, your friends drank on the weekend, around the fire, whatever. It was fun. But then, an ex-boyfriend of mine, got a settlement or something. I don't even remember. And it was just a friend of mine were talking and we're like, we should do it again. And that just, we were like up here. And then it turned into an everyday thing. And it turned into, you know, that's all you did. You were up till 5 a.m. You fell asleep at 6 a.m. You woke up at 3 p.m. And it was just a cycle for years.
Wow. Yeah, and it's hard to maintain. It's hard to be like a functioning.
You have no job.
When it becomes like that, you know, so it's hard really even to function. Where you're staying and who you're staying with and who you're running with and all you're thinking about is the drugs. You know, for me, my cigarettes was just because I wanted to, like, you know, stand out. I wanted to be an outcast because I already felt like I was. Yeah, I already felt like I was an outcast. Right? I switched schools from 8th to 9th grade, and then from 9th to 10th grade. And I was just like, you know what, I can't, like, just redo everything again. Like, for high school kids, it's, like, impossible to... So anyway, smoking cigarettes, whatever. When I was drinking, though, I had extreme anxiety even from that young.
Yeah.
Obviously, it carries on to now, but when I was drinking, it was like medicine. It literally was self-medication, but it took my anxiety away like that. So, basically, we were able to leave school grounds for lunch. And come back after lunch. Mm-hmm. So what I did is I would kill like a bottle of vodka.
Oof.
Or a half bottle of vodka. I would kill fucking a mixture of whatever was around at the kid's house that we were doing this as. And so I would go into school in the morning and I'd be like shy and an outcast and like I don't want to talk to anybody and I have anxiety attacks if I get called on. Coming back into school like Superman and being like the class clown, not giving a fuck, knocking over shit. It was a cool time. When that escalated for me, just because I know we got other stuff to talk about, when that escalated to me, I definitely did not feel like I was an addict for a very long time. But when that led to cocaine, and then cocaine was amazing, I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I did acid and shrooms a couple times. Totally not my thing. It was never something that I would be like. It was never something that I'd be like, I can't wait to do that again. I did not like it at all. Hallucinogens. Didn't touch any pills yet or anything like that. What really fucked me up at that time was ecstasy. Ecstasy. You know, I guess they call it MDMA now because they say MDMA is pure. Anytime I say a drug is pure. Like, this is pure, you know, MDMA. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Molly, right? That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I was taking, like, handfuls of that shit for a long time. That fucked up my brain was just, like, fried. And, you know, then I was in a relationship and I started taking pills. But once again, it was never like, you know, I would take a whole bottle of Xanax and, you know, wake up paralyzed. Or I would just take, you know, pills, random pills. My relationship basically at that time was I'll bring A, B, and C. My boyfriend will bring A, B, and C.
Yeah.
And that'll be our relationship. Pills here and there. But I would say I didn't really feel like the addict mentality until I was like 29 years old. Which is 10 years ago. Well, I'm going to be 40 in a couple months. So almost 11 years ago. I always got to say
Are
that,
you?
Right? Yeah. I know, right? I'm really turning 29. That's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm turning 29. No, yeah, so around that time, it was like, it took a long time, but it was like, oh shit, okay, now there's a problem. Like, now I'm really doing it.
Yeah.
Addict shit.
See, I never got into the pill thing, ever. I mean, I took them, but I was like, I don't like this. I don't. And it wasn't, I thought I was like doing a line of coke. It was an 80 oxy. Ooh. I was puking and like, I was just I don't get it. I don't get that aspect.
Just itching everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
your feet.
The worst. Your nose, your feet, your fucking eyes, everything.
I did terrible. Not like it. I mean, like mushrooms and acid, like they're not something to even get addicted to in my opinion. In my opinion, it's for a spiritual journey And that's that. And if you can handle it, some people cannot. I mean, my
Oh, yeah.
experience has been great, and it
Yeah.
has opened a lot, and it really, in a sense, helped me and like laughed my ass off. But
Yeah.
to me, that's like a spiritual thing. Not the, maybe not the acid, but like definitely like the mushrooms.
Hmm. Yeah, and Granny smokes toad. A lot of people may not know about that, but they consider that the God molecule. It's even stronger than DMT.
My
They call
God.
it the God molecule because you're like making this connection to everything. And I guess apparently afterwards, it's like a 20-minute trip. It feels like you've been tripping for like a year. And then you come back
What?
into it, and it's like you have like no ego, and you're like connected to everything, and you just feel totally different.
Wow.
But that's something like a spiritual journey. That's not something like, yo, I'm gonna relapse. You know what I mean? Like, it's just totally different. It is totally different. I personally don't know if I'll be able to handle Toad though.
I mean, I don't know either. I'll try the
couldn't even-
DMT before
Yeah, right.
that.
Right, try DMT first. I couldn't even handle acid. Like, acid was like the worst. It's like
Really?
a fucking 18-hour trip. I was just like,
Oh, that
please
happened to
stop.
me and one of my besties in Florida, and it was the best day of my life.
It was the best day of your life. Oh my
It
god.
was the best day ever. I'll never forget that. And
How long was the trip for?
about a full day, like 22 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the tail end, like you're still feeling it, but you're not like balls
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the wall.
Yeah, right.
But God,
Yeah, fun times. All right, so we kind of talked about it already, like we did that. The increase of use. When was
mine
the
would
point?
be. Oh no, go ahead.
Well, it kind of goes with this. But we kind of talked about the increase of use too. But the increase of use and when it got out of control. When was the first time in your mind that you thought this is out of control? I'm sure you had some really like negative stories and things happened to you and waking up and losing a job, whatever. But I'm talking
God.
like when you got to that state of mind where you were like, what the fuck is happening with my life?
Probably. I mean, I consider myself very thankful. Like, this was very early in life, so I think when I noticed it was a huge issue was like definitely 20 to 21, turning 22.
Okay, wow, that's pretty young actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense though.
But again, that was with like, that's when the drinking got really bad. That's when, drinking and cocaine go hand in hand. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you have that? I want that too. I'm going to try that. I'll try this, and just being reckless, driving and just being careless, not worrying about my responsibilities, lying, not having integrity.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was very
Right.
disappointing.
Yeah, lying and manipulation. I mean, that's like it's just second nature for us. You know? What
Yeah.
I mean? Second nature. As soon as whatever comes out of my mouth, it's like I'm gonna manipulate this situation, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's just,
Yeah.
Well, I'm already thinking of a lie to cover a lie, whatever it is.
Oh, I had a
Just-
book of lies.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just so I could keep track. I would be like told,
Oh, you had a
King.
physical book of lies, like you actually.
yeah, I had a little notebook and I jot it down. My list making never stopped. That was an ongoing thing.
Holy shit!
I love making lists and planning.
Yes.
And it drives me nuts, but it helps.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great with your planning, by the way. You're inspiring us. No. I mean, I'm dead ass. All right, so out of control use. Yeah, for me, like I said, when I'm 29-ish, and I started losing control. I would say the second that I tried crystal meth, boom, it put every
Now,
other
was
drug.
that at 29?
Yes.
Oh. And
Yeah,
how
it
were
is.
you introduced to that?
Oh, that's a great question. I was I had a really horrible relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow we stuck together for like 5 years. The
Damn.
ending of that relationship put me over the edge. The ending of that relationship put me over the edge because of what happened. Like, he disappeared for like a week, and then I called the cops, and I found out he was actually sleeping with one of the cops. Forget about it.
What?
I took all the shit, threw it out, threw it in the parking lot. It
Yeah.
fucked me up so bad that it was like there's not enough drugs like to cover it. So I was just
Yeah.
like, I just want to do something destructive. That's all.
Mhm.
So there are these apps, on your phone that you can look for specific language if you're looking for a specific thing. And I was
But
like,
even back then?
yeah,
Oh.
yep, yeah, even back then, and.
I don't mean to age you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I mean, that's there. It really was back then, and it was actually more like popular back then because they tried
Really?
they tried to like shut a lot of the language down. Because it's like, what are you, stupid? Like, you know exactly what I'm saying if I'm using this code language.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are knowing that what it is. So basically, all I did was went to a sex party. It was like the first sex party I ever went to. There was probably like 11 people there, and
Oh my.
I felt very strange. Felt very odd, of course.
Yes.
People were walking around naked and shit and giving each other head and stuff like that. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. But I definitely wasn't turning me on.
Yeah.
And then he's like, do a line of this. So I did a line of that. And of course, I went to puke. I came back. I was like, wow, I feel really fucking good. And he's like, if you smoke it, you'll feel a million times better.
What?
And you'll feel the most like horny that you ever felt in your life, which is why, I'm around a sex party. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. So after I smoked it, boom, it was like a transformer. I turned into somebody else. It was like, it just makes you like
What?
the dirtiest sex pig ever. And you find a lot of people attractive that you don't really think they are attractive.
Yeah.
Completely uninhibited sex. Like the more hardcore, the better. I'm like rubbing my legs thinking about this. Okay,
I can see that.
let's move on. Let's move
Okay. Next up.
Yes, I guess we're not
That's
getting any
wild,
sponsors.
though. Now, did you get sick when you did not the smoking, but the
The
snorting?
line, yeah. The line, yeah.
Wow. Did it
Yeah.
burn?
Yeah, burn like death. It
Oof.
burned like absolute hell. But it was such a waste, too, because you could put such a little amount in one of those pipes, like the little bubble
Yeah.
pipes.
Yeah.
Such a small amount. But I just did a fucking line. Like, who does that? I think he was just trying to get me to do it, period. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not smoking that shit, you know what I mean? I actually smoked crack after that. I didn't smoke crack
Ooh.
until that either. That was that was just because I couldn't find any meth, basically.
Yeah.
The crack houses that I was in was like the movies,
Oof.
basically. Like, I remember being with this one girl, and we were sitting at the table, and I was like talking too much because I was already smoking. And she's
Yeah.
like, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, they want it quiet in here, and everybody's so paranoid. And we would go around like
Oh.
rocks and just smoke like rock after rock. And they had the bed sheet, blanket over the pillow, blanket over the window.
Yeah.
And those guys with like a gun looking through. It was really like the movies, bro.
Mm-mm.
All right, so let's continue with this. It got out of control, and then Rehab and Able House came into play.
Yes.
That is a beautiful thing, for a lot of reasons. But the number one reason,
Best time of my life.
that's right. The number one reason is we got to meet each other. Hey. Yes, indeed. We met in 2012, ladies and gentlemen. My oh my. So yeah, we talk about the Able Stable a lot. I guess we shouldn't say the name, but I didn't really just now. The Able Stable. Life-changing experience? Uh-oh. I lost your audio. Uh-oh. What happened? Uh-oh. Hold on, Nikki P. We're coming. Hold on, Nikki P. We're coming. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can? Shit. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the musical break as we figure this out. I don't want to end it like that. We were just talking all drug talk and shit. We gotta talk about the good times. Let me see what's happening. Hello. Yo, that's so weird. Uh-oh. Oh, she left. She's gonna come back in. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, these things happen. We are live. Technical difficulties happen, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's only our second show, though, so we're all good. Here we go. There she is. Let's see. Can you hear? Hello? Yo, really? I still can't hear you? I hope it's not on my end. I don't want to close out because the whole thing's gonna stop. Damn, bro. Wait, what was that? I'll read your lips. What was that? What is happening, did you say? What is happening? Link copied, share stream. Damn, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what I can tell you right now, because I know we're running out of time, and I don't want to leave it like that. Maybe Nikki P will come in right now and it'll work. Let's see, here we go.
Hello.
Yes, indeed, she's back, ladies and gentlemen, she's back.
Sorry.
What? It was on your end?
I don't know. I refreshed and unplugged and plugged back in the thing.
The headset? Alright,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
shit happens.
Shit happens, exactly. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I mean, listen, it's a live show. It's our second show. We're gonna figure out all the audio and lighting and whatever.
The kinks, as we call it.
The kinks, yes, and it's definitely been a lot better than last show, even with this little fuck up. So we will make sure to fix all the kinks.
That's what she said.
All right, where were we?
Well, basically, I don't want to talk about. I talked about so much like horrible drug shit. I don't want to leave it like that. So let's talk about when we got to Able Stable, the halfway house where we met, and then we went to outpatient, and then I went to a rehab before that. So let's just sum it up all together as far as like your recovery time after you actually realized that you couldn't do it anymore. You really needed help. You didn't know shit about meetings. You didn't know shit about anything. And you were like, you know what?
About fuck.
Right. I mean, when it's one of those, when you get enough of those moments when you wake up and you're just like, fuck, I'm still alive. Like, God, why am I still alive? Like, this fucking sucks. Then it's either like you just continue to do that and go further down the rabbit hole, or you step into rehab. So go ahead. How did you feel?
Let's see. One night I didn't feel good, and I went to a bar and took 5 shots of whiskey and got some cocaine and took my Jeep home and flipped it and landed in someone's front lawn, and then went to the hospital, and yeah, that was pretty life-changing. And then 2 weeks later, I mean, it was a process to get even into rehab, which was a state-ran rehab. I mean, if you people know me, like, I am a food person. I need good food. I'm very picky. I'm not picky. I'm picky about quality. So I go into rehab, which took forever to get into, 2-3 weeks, because I wasn't detoxing. I wasn't, like, going there drunk. I was going from a friend's house, got kicked out, And then, yeah, I got there and I looked at the food. I started crying. I'm like, fuck. And I was there for like 65 days. It was a 30-day rehab, but like, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know if I should go home. Well, I didn't have my home to go to. And, you know, I thought I was going to go and come home and work at the bar I was working at, but something changed. And I was offered the opportunity to go to a halfway house. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I mean, you have 18 different personalities, men and women, all different walks of life. Yes, there were bad times. There were amazing times. There were laughs. There were cries. And all in all, I mean, I had a great experience.
Yeah.
And it started my life.
Yeah, absolutely. It opened a new door, you know? It was a door that was locked before, and I opened a new door, and you stepped in it, and, you know, your life completely changed.
I have hiccups today, and it's fine. It's acknowledging them. It's, you know, bringing it back to the moment and just being like, okay, we know where this goes.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you a stronger person in your mind, your confidence, how you feel, and just a lot of good things.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, you know, I have such deep pride for my sobriety that it's like, if everything else goes to hell, you know, if I'm having a mental health breakdown, if I'm being extremely symptomatic, if the world is ending, if this has happened, I'm sick with COVID and all these fucking things, I feel isolated, alone, I still have my sobriety. And on top of that, having 21 and a half months, I just gotta say, that's the longest time that I've ever had.
Woo!
You know, that keeps me pushing even further, because then it's just like, goddamn, now I really can't mess up. But you know, you touched on it though, because those hiccups, my hiccups will be like, my hiccups will lead me in a very bad place. You know what I mean? My hiccups are not just like, oh, you know, I might need to go to outpatient. No, my hiccups will be like, you know, I'm in the city, you know, with some guys or something like that. But it would be really bad. So I got to keep that in the front of my mind, for sure.
Yes.
How quickly that can happen too. But I went to 3 rehabs. I went to like outpatient like 5 different times. Relapse here and there. You know, the one thing I regret, I don't really regret anything in life. Like, I just can't. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me a better person. The one thing I do regret, though, is putting my ex-fiance through the shit that I put him through. You know, it wasn't, you know, like, it was just because of my decision to do A, B, and C. To relapse, and to talk to guys, and to relapse, and do this, and crash my car, total my car, go into a psych ward, do all this stuff. No relationship, like, if I'm looking on the other side, it should be like that. You know what I mean? Like, I would never be able to be in a relationship like that. And I feel so bad. Yeah, no, not at all. And I feel so bad, and it's like, I said like, sorry, and I apologize enough that it means nothing. But now, here we are, like, you know, 3 years later, and that part of it is still on my mind. Not the relationship, but just how something like that can affect somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, I still think about my relationship with my sister who didn't talk to me for a year, you know, because of addiction. It's like, all this is like because of addiction. So it's like, okay, hold on, wait a second. No matter what happens in my life, I can keep moving forward and keep a positive state of mind if I stay sober.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Even with all that shit that I shared with you guys, like, you don't know the half of it. You know what I'm saying? To go to rehab and sit in a circle and be like, you know, start crying because you're just like, I can't believe the shit that I did. Like, I stole, I pawned my mom's wedding ring, I was prostituting, I was doing all this shit. And then to sit around the circle and be like, I did that too, oh shit, I did that too, I never told anybody. It's just like, what a feeling.
What a feeling.
What a feeling. That connection
Can't
in meetings,
deny.
that connection in actually physical meetings is a beautiful thing, because no matter what you say, there's going to be no judgment because people have been through it all.
Which
I mean,
is very comforting.
which is very comforting. Exactly. I'm just, I'm happy where we're both at now. I'm happy that we're both, able and willing
Able.
we're able to do the podcast and to be friends and talk every day and to support each other. All that stuff is so much more important than the podcast.
Yes.
But the fact that we are, we're like dedicated to it and we have passion behind it. This is just the beginning. This is a beautiful set. I love it. I love seeing you next to me. I love the colors in the background. We got the Cash App on the bottom, by the way. We got the Cash App on the bottom. Yes, down there. We got the rainbow fist just because, just for now. We could always change that, but that's up to Nikki P. But, ladies and gentlemen.
I like the fist.
All right, good. Yes, you know what I'm going to do already.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that conversation, just to get to know us a lot more. I mean, you can see, like, we're an open book. We're definitely an open book. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that we talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of personal things.
That was the first layer of the onion.
That was the first layer of the onion. And hopefully we did help you guys, maybe. And, maybe you guys could relate, maybe not. But, yes, we do talk about addiction, sobriety, and recovery. And that's what we talked about today.
Woo!
Give it up one time. Give it up one time.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, what's up, Nikki P? It's over.
It is.
The show is over.
I will be packing for a photo shoot right after this.
Yes, indeed. For OnlyFans. Let me stop. I'm just fucking around when I say that. It's just funny. Maybe one day it'll actually happen. Maybe one day it'll actually happen. All right, so anyway, please check us out every Friday night. It is lit. It's going to get more litty. This is the first layer of the onion, like she said. And every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And if you want to hear the audio podcast, which we also talk about a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
We have 186 episodes. We talk about it all. Monday through Thursday on the CastBox app. You can catch us live at 9 p.m.
Tune in and don't be a square.
Yes, now you can do it. There you go. Don't be,
So
don't
happy.
be a square. Yes, indeed. Anchor.fm for all our other shows, or simply Google Mixture of Variety Podcast, and everything will come up. And lastly, please follow us on IG. You'll see the craziest banners of your life every single day before the show. Ladies
And Granny.
gentlemen. And Granny will be there as well. At Mixture of Variety. At Mixture of Variety. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Any last words, Nikki P?
Just be who you are and bring some joy into the world.
Yes, agreed. I mean, like we say around here, positive vibes. We really say positive vibes only, but positive.
It's all
energy.
about the vibe.
Yes, positive energy, laughs, all the above. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see if I can do this outro while we are here. And I'm going to put us back, and then I'm going to do the outro and then end the stream. So, we will see how that works out in a second. Nikki P, I love you.
Love
I'll
you.
talk to you soon.
Love you,
guys.
everyone.
Yes, thanks for listening. This is your boy and your host, Patient Zero, and
Nikki P.
signing out for the
Signing
evening.
off.
You guys have a good weekend. Deuces.